Welcome back, everyone, to another reaction video. Well, this is going to be kind of a very different sort of video today. I happened to see in my recommendeds this video that says, do you know more trivia than Ben Shapiro? One of the most popular videos I've ever done on this channel was my reaction to Ben Shapiro's ranking of the presidents, and I'll put a link up at the end of the video so you can check that out. So I'm curious to see if I can do my civic duty and know more trivia than Ben Shapiro. So I don't know what the categories are, if this is going to be history or if it's going to be non-history. I would guess it's probably going to have a lot of history, maybe some pop culture as well. So I'll put the link down in the description so you can check it out without my commentary if you are so inclined. And I know that many of you are not fans of Ben Shapiro, and some of you are huge fans of Ben Shapiro. This is not about politics. This is not about any of that. It's just to see if I can beat Ben Shapiro in trivia, and let's see if you can do the same. So let me know your score at the end. Let's go ahead and dive into this one and see how I do.
Today, my producers have decided it's time for Jeopardy with Ben Shapiro.
Oh,
Believe it or not,
Jeopardy
I'm
style.
not the host. I'm a contestant, and also I'm competing against no one. Other than that, it's just like Jeopardy. So let's jump right in.
And the categories are World War II.
Easy.
Musicals.
Yeah, pretty good. So far, U.S. presidents, I'm good. Musicals, I should be pretty good. World War II, I feel good about my chances. So these are history and pop culture
Presidents,
both.
the Kardashians.
Oh, I have no chance on the Kardashians.
Movie Madness.
And then watch, I'll probably get a couple of them and like show that I do know things. Movie Madness, I watch a lot of movies.
And Gen Z slang.
Now, here's the thing. My kids talk a lot of Gen Z slang, so I might be up to speed on that, but they're probably going to make fun of me on that one.
You can tell which ones I'm going to just completely bomb at. The Kardashians and Gen Z slang.
All right. What do you want to start with, Ben?
Okay, why don't we start why don't we start with World War II for 200.
So I'm going to try to like pause as soon as the questions show up, and if you want to do the same thing and try to answer it before I give my answer, then do that. But I want to make sure I get my answer in before he does. So as soon as he reads
These two countries were the first to declare war on Germany.
First countries to declare war on Germany in World War II. It's got to be Britain and France. Well, it'd be the UK, the United Kingdom, and France because of their treaty obligations in protecting Poland from an attack by the Germans.
France and Great Britain. What are France and Great Britain?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Technically, it's the UK.
World War II
but
for 400.
We'll go with it.
Before the end of the war, Winston Churchill was replaced as British Prime Minister by this person.
So that'd be Clement Attlee. In fact, both of them went to the conference that summer of '45 because they knew there was in the middle of an election. Clement Attlee replaces Winston Churchill the summer of '45.
Who is Clement Attlee? World War II for 600. This was the longest battle of World War II.
It's got to be Stalingrad, right? It's got to be Stalingrad.
What is the Battle of Stalingrad?
Really?
What is the Battle of the Atlantic?
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. Battle of the Atlantic. It's everything that happens during the entire war. It's just considered one long battle. But all right, I missed the same thing he did on that one. I'm not going to answer these in the form of a question like in Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. So we're including naval battles now? Okay, fine. I thought we were talking about like land battles. Of course,
is
the
that
Battle
right?
of the Atlantic.
Yeah,
I mean, the
same
Battle of the
mistake.
Atlantic was like including the blockade. No, that's like years long.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, I argue
6
with the
years.
question. World War II for 800. We'll just go through the category. These were the code names for the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
So Fat Man and Little Boy. One was a plutonium bomb. One was a uranium bomb. One was very fat. The other one was more skinny and kind of cylindrical.
What are Fat Man and Little Boy?
Wow.
Nice.
So
That
far,
should have
I'm
been
even
higher
with
up
him.
on that should have been like for 400.
Man,
probably.
that felt hard to
Wor-
us.
World War II for 1,000. Winston Churchill made his never in the field of human conflict has so much been owed by so many to so few speech in this year.
So this would be the Battle of Britain he's talking about. So it's going to be 1940.
That would be 1940 in the Battle of Britain.
Wow.
All right, I'm
Right,
still even
yeah,
with
He's
him.
talking about the RAF. He's talking about the Royal Air Force.
What are you doing next?
Okay, why don't we juxtapose the dignified and the ridiculous? So
boy.
why don't we go to the Kardashians?
Oh, here we go.
Fine, we'll do it.
He's gonna do better than me on this.
200. This Kardashian is currently married to the famous drummer Travis Barker.
Chloe?
Who is Khloe Kardashian?
Are you kidding?
I can't believe the ones I've gotten wrong, I got wrong with the same answers that he got them wrong.
Is that right or wrong?
What is wrong?
I don't
I
know.
like that you're so upset about it.
Wasn't Chloe the one that was with Tristan Thompson that used to play for, plays for the Cavs?
It's
Again.
Courtney.
Do you know anything about Kourtney Kardashian?
No, why would I know anything about these people? They're totally unimportant to me. So let's do more of this. All right.
Kardashian's 400.
I'm going to miss all of these.
All right, this member of the Kardashian family is known for her big fake lips and started her own beauty brand.
It's one of the young ones. It's one of the Jenners. Kylie Jenner?
Who is Khloe Kardashian?
It's Kylie
You
Jenner.
are wrong again.
She's a Jenner.
Oh. Who is Kylie Jenner?
Yay.
No
Okay,
points,
so I'm
but wow.
one up on him now
Hi.
on a Kardashian question. Oh my gosh.
600.
All right, Kim Kardashian has been
good
married
Lord.
this amount of times.
Do number.
Well, she was married to Kanye West, right? There was somebody before that. I'm going to say 2?
Let's go this high.
I want to say
This
3, but I'm going to say
even
2.
Jess. I will have you know.
I'm gonna just put it out there. What is 3?
And that is correct.
I should have stuck with my first gut choice, which was 3. So now we're back to even again because he got one that I missed and I got one that he missed. All right, let's press on.
Well done.
Kidding me?
We're even
We'll
still.
call for that.
None of whom were Ray J, as it turns out. Okay, for 800.
The Kardashians used to be home to the E! News Network, but it airs on this streaming platform now.
I have no idea, but I'm going to go with Peacock.
What is Hulu?
Oh, Ben might be watching the Kardashians. every
He's up by
Thursday.
1 on me. He's beating me in the Kardashians.
Well, I've watched other shows on Hulu and I've seen ads for it. So for 1,000, let's finish this out and put me out of my misery.
All right, this actor played Robert Kardashian in the
I know this
2016
one.
FX series The People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story.
It was Herbert Sobel himself. It's David Schwimmer.
Who's David Schwimmer?
Well done.
What's next?
Okay, let's do musicals for 200.
Oh, okay. I'm going to get him on this. I think I'm going to beat him on this one.
17 million people have watched The Phantom ferry Christine to his home under the streets of this city.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera is Paris, baby. That's Paris. He sings
God,
Music
where
of
does
the
Phantom of the
Night
Opera take place?
when he takes her down there.
What is Paris?
Very good.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job.
Nice.
Musicals for 400.
In the song Seasons of Love
good Lord.
from Rent, this is how many minutes it takes to measure.
Oh, I know this song. 526,300. 526,300. I think that's it.
Year.
Oh, no.
Sing it. Sing it.
526,300.
I'm actually going to sit here and calculate this out because I hate Rent so much.
No.
So,
I've actually never seen Rent. He shouldn't be allowed to calculate it out. You don't have that much time to answer.
here we go. I know how the song goes, guys. I don't need you to torture me with it. It's not a thing.
You're doing the math
Yes.
instead of just
He shouldn't be allowed to do that.
525,600 minutes. I literally sat here and calculated it on the computer.
Oh, it's 525,600 minutes. All right, I missed that one.
Musicals for 600.
He's up on me by 2.
The Sound of Music and this 1957 Broadway show each have a song called Maria.
Well, that's got to be West Side Story.
What is West Side Story?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, musicals for 800.
In the Wizard of Oz prequel, Wicked, this is the real name of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Alphaba.
Elphaba. Who is Elphaba?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Okay, musicals for 1,000.
Revived in 2017 and set during the final days of the Vietnam War.
I have no
Miss
idea
Saigon
on
was
this one.
inspired by this Puccini opera.
The Barber of Seville. I actually have no idea. I'm just guessing.
What is Madame Butterfly?
Wow.
Wow.
Well
Good
done,
job.
Ben.
He's up by 3 on
5
me
for
now.
5.
I'm losing by
Unfortunately, I know
3.
musicals really well. Okay,
what are we doing next?
let's do Gen Z slang. I'm going to predict 1 for 5.
Maybe I'll
on
catch
this.
him on this one.
I argued for you that
I'm hoping that my kids have rubbed it off on me a little bit.
you'd probably get all these.
That's a high expectation setting there, Savannah. Okay, Gen Z slang for 200.
This term refers to the act of suddenly cutting off all communication
Ghosting.
with someone, typically
Oh,
in
sorry. I was supposed to let it finish first. Ghosting.
a romantic or social context without any explanation or
He's
warning.
going to know this.
What is ghosting?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so I'm one for 5. Okay, here we go. Okay, Gen Z slang for 400.
This Gen Z term is defined as being an obsessive fan of a particular celebrity or celebrity couple.
Ship. It's ship.
What is standing?
Oh, standing.
Aren't you guys impressed?
Ship is a relationship. I'm an idiot. Yeah. He's beat me by 4. I think he's got
I'm
me.
very
I think
impressed
Brett
with
Cooper
that.
would be so proud.
Standing.
Amazing.
Gen Z slang for 600.
Gen Z uses this term when they're feeling jealous, annoyed, or mad.
Jealous, annoyed, or mad. I'm going to kick myself because I don't know this, because I probably should know this one. FML? No.
What is bruh?
Bruh.
It's actually not that bad of a guess.
You know why it's not that bad of a guess? Because my 10-year-old daughter sometimes will say to me, bruh.
Mine,
was the
mine
answer?
do this too.
Not pepper, but
Oh, salty?
Yeah.
Salty.
Salty about
yeah,
it.
You're salty about it. Okay, fine. All right, fair. Okay, Gen Z slang for 800.
for 800. This term is commonly
Hundy.
used to
It's the same number of syllables. Just finish the word.
this term is commonly used to refer to someone or something that appears untrustworthy or questionable.
Oh, this is sus. It's sus.
I know this one, and I'm going to be upset with myself that I don't remember it when you say it.
Sus.
Appears untrustworthy or questionable. What is sus?
He got it. I was hoping he'd miss that one.
Amazing.
I love that Jess is so enthusiastic. She's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Gen Z slang for 1,000.
Daily double.
Oh. I can't really.
I'm wagering 0 on
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a wager person. I'm just going on
this
questions.
particular question because I'm not a fool. Okay.
This Gen Z term is often used as a way to describe a good song.
It slaps. It slaps.
I don't know. Given the fact that all slang is the reverse of reality, what is it? Like just trash or like, but they mean amazing?
It slaps.
What is it?
It is a bop.
A bop.
yeah.
I've not heard that one. Oh gosh, I'm doing terrible at this.
And I was going to get that wrong, so glad I chose to wager 0.
All right, back to
We'll
history,
do US
please.
presidents for 200.
The series of government programs instituted by
He's
Franklin
gonna
D.
know all
Roosevelt
of
during the
these.
Great
There's no way Ben Shapiro misses any of these questions.
Depression are typically called this.
It's the New Deal.
What is the New Deal?
We knew that one was easy, just so you know.
Also bad. Okay, U.S. presidents for 400.
I knew he's not going to be able to help himself but make commentary about these things.
Coolidge is the only U.S. president born on this national holiday.
4th of July. We've had 3 presidents who died on the 4th of July. I think 3. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both died on July 4th, 1826. And I think 5 years later in 1831, James Monroe died on the 4th of July.
That's a great question. What is Independence Day?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
He also gave an amazing 150th anniversary speech on Independence Day. It's a great speech. Okay, U.S.
Check
presidents
that
for
out.
600.
These U.S. presidents died inside of the White House.
Died inside the White House. Oh, gosh. William Henry Harrison. I'm just going to go through all the presidents who've died in office. So William Henry Harrison died in office. Zachary Taylor. So that's 2. Lincoln did not, though he died in Washington. Those might be the only ones. William Henry Harrison, Zachary Taylor. I think that's it.
Of illness inside the White House. Okay.
Stop. If you get this, I'm leaving.
Let's see. Who is William Henry Harrison? Who is FDR?
No, FDR died in Warm Springs, Georgia.
Got the first one.
Let me think. Who died in office?
He already missed it.
Who's Zachary Taylor?
There you go.
Wow, Ben. You got both.
I mean, FDR did
Yep.
die of illness, but I guess he didn't die in
Yeah,
life.
all right, so I caught one back on him now. Now I'm only down by 3.
Yeah, it has to be specifically inside.
I don't even know who Zachary Taylor is.
He preceded
Wow.
Hulk.
Wow. Why do you even have a job like this? I guess it doesn't matter if she knows who Zachary Taylor is, but a little disappointing.
Duh.
Duh.
Anyway, U.S. presidents for 800.
This Republican was the first president to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in 1906.
I mean, if you,
Not only has that, but he also has a Medal of Honor, which he just got like 30 years ago. It's Theodore Roosevelt.
you gave me the year, it's a dead giveaway, right?
Yeah, but even without the year, it's Theodore Roosevelt, and it was for helping to negotiate the end of the Russo-Japanese War.
Oh, sorry.
Who's Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh.
Don't call him Teddy. He hated that name.
We screwed up.
Why did he win the Nobel Peace Prize? The answer, he helped negotiate the Russo-Japanese Treaty.
That makes up for the last one.
U.S. presidents for 1,000.
This Republican president in the late 19th century had no vice president.
So in the late 19th century, so we had no mechanism for replacing a vice president who died or resigned in office until the 1970s. Constitutional amendment allowed for that. And that's how we end up with Gerald Ford. And then his vice president, Nelson Rockefeller. So late 19th century, a president who had no vice president would have to be a president who was never reelected and only served out the remainder of his predecessor's term. So that has to be Chester Arthur.
Wow. That's it. How is that even
Because
constitutional?
so like McKinley's first vice president died in office, but then he had a second vice president, Theodore Roosevelt. It's got to be Chester Arthur.
Constitutionally possible? This Republican president in the late 19th century had no vice president? There are only 2 Republican presidents in the late 19th century, right? You got William...
No, all of the late 19th century presidents were Republican, except for Grover Cleveland. What's he talking about? So all right, we're going to have to go through this now. So Abraham Lincoln dies. He's replaced by his vice president, who was technically a Democrat, Andrew Johnson. But then after that, you've got Ulysses S. Grant, who's a Republican. I guess that depends on how you define late 19th century. You've got Grant followed by Rutherford B. Hayes, followed by James Garfield, followed by Chester Arthur. And then you also have Benjamin Harrison and William McKinley, who are Republicans.
William McKinley, and you've got Benjamin Harrison. I'm going to go with Harrison.
The 21st president,
Chester Arthur.
Chester A. Arthur.
Oh, Chester Arthur. Yeah, he succeeded to the presidency.
And then it was never reelected.
Chester Arthur is a fascinating story because he was basically put in as vice president by the mob in New York.
Oh, wow.
And then when he became president, he turned around and slapped them around.
Yep, it wasn't quite the mob, but they acted the same way. But he's pretty much right.
Movie Madness for 200.
All right, so I caught up with him on 2 of them in the presidents. I'm only down by 2 now. Still don't think I'm going to catch him.
In Risky Business, Tom Cruise famously lip syncs to this song in
Take an old time of rock and roll. Oh yeah, iconic scene from the 80s.
his underwear.
No one hum it. I'm dying to
Yeah,
hum it.
don't hum it. I can see it, but I
Old
can't
time
hear
rock
it.
and roll.
Is it? I don't know. What is it?
Down, 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 down.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I'm down by 1.
Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger.
Thank
Bob
you.
Seger.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Movie Madness.
Down
for
by
400.
1.
Robert De Niro famously says, "You talking to me?" in this 1976 thriller.
Taxi Driver with teenage Jodie Foster.
What is Taxi Driver?
I've never seen it.
I don't like it very much.
Not
Okay.
not a
All
not
the
a big
movies
fan
that
of that
people don't
movie.
like from Scorsese are the ones that I do like.
Okay.
Right? So I think Silence is a fantastic movie, and nobody else likes Silence.
Still down by
okay,
1.
Movie Madness for 600.
3 questions to go.
This person is the only actor to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh, Andy Serkis. It has to be Andy Serkis. I think. Well, let me think. What would he have been nominated for in an actor, though? Acting role. Who else could it be? It's got to be for supporting actor. That probably isn't Andy Serkis. I'm going to go with Andy Serkis.
Who is Andy Serkis as Gollum?
Gandalf.
Should have been Andy
Really?
Serkis as Gollum.
That was I was going to think maybe it was Ian McKellen, but I love both of them in that role. I missed that one the same way he did.
You're completely right.
Okay, Movie Madness for 800.
2 questions left.
In Star Wars, Princess Leia tells Grand Moff Tarkin the rebel base is located on this planet.
Dantooine.
What is Dantooine?
Well done.
Anything old Star Wars is a gimme for me.
All right,
I
last
can literally
chance.
recite probably all of
To catch
episode
him.
4 line by line.
Frickin' loser.
All right, for 1,000, cleaning it up. Out of all the Martin Scorsese's movies, this one holds the record for the most F-bombs.
Oh, this is the one with DiCaprio that just came out. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow. I'm so tempted to say Goodfellas here.
It's the Wolf of Wall Street. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it.
What is Casino?
Negative.
What was it?
Think of more recently.
Oh, more recently, The Departed.
Negative.
No.
No,
Wolf of Wall
wow,
Street.
what was it?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes! I
you
tied
know
him.
To be fair, that
After all of that, I ended up getting the exact same number of questions right as him.
Martin Scorsese film I have not seen.
Wow. Okay. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully those of you who are really annoyed by his voice didn't find that too grating, and I'm curious to know, did you beat me? How close did you get? Because he and I ended up with the exact same number of questions right. So I'm sure with our amazing BTH community that we have, that somebody among you did better than Ben Shapiro and I did. So let me know in the comment section how you did, which ones you missed, which ones you got right. Let's talk about it. And if you've got anything more like this kind of thing, I think this was a lot of fun by anybody else, let me know and we'll do a reaction to it. Thanks for watching.